Good morning. I'm Faith, and this is Stitching at the Barn. I am so glad you stopped in for a visit, and I thank you if you are a new one to watch. If you are, I hope that you will find something you like and you will push the like button and the subscribe button. And if you are an old not an old person, but one that have been watching. I'm so glad you're back and returned and come back to watch me again. I know it's been a long time since I've been here. It's been a while, and I've missed being here. In fact, I think the last time that I was here was in October 21, and I'll explain why. I've got a good reason. I always do. But anyways, I hope that you find something today that will inspire you or tickle you or whatever that will make you want to come back. But please click the like button. Leave me a note. I enjoy reading them. And if you're new, push the subscribe button and tell your friends and that to come and watch also. Well, I've been busy as usual, and I confess I have not watched as many floss tubes lately, and I'll explain that too in a little bit why. But I did watch some here just lately. I've been trying to watch, and every time I sit down, I try to watch some. I try to keep up with my friends at the Red Dirt Floss Works, Ashlyn and Bree. I try to keep up with them, and the Stitching Owl, Karen. I have to keep up with her. Sarah, the Stitching Mommy. Jackie, the Comfort Stitcher. I have to watch her and see how many whips she has. Right now, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what she has right now. I got to keep up with her. I watched last week Mrs. Smith Stitches, Elena. I watched her. Hobbies of Holly. I love to watch her. She's just always so bubbly and cheerful. Java Girl Stitches. I really enjoy watching her. I got to watch her this past week. Let's see, who did I watch? Oh, I was watching Brenda and the Cereal Starter. Brenda and Laura. I didn't get quite done with theirs, but I was watching their last one. And I try to always watch Stitch Rhodey, and I did get to watch her last one. So I've been hit and miss here lately. I haven't got to watch all the ones. Oh, the Stable Stitchers. I was watching them last evening. And yeah, I think I finished their one last night. I think I finished their last one. So I did get to watch theirs. So anyways, haven't got to watch as many as I normally do. But that's what I have been up to. So it's been my last visit. Since my last visit, it's been long overdue. So let me fill you in just a little bit in short. At the end of October, after my last visit with you, we took a trip east for several weeks. Our trip took us to Tennessee to visit some friends. We went to Delaware and Virginia to visit some family and friends and family and so forth. Then on our way home, we stopped in. My husband dropped me off in Kentucky for me to go to a ladies' retreat that I have been a part of ever since we lived in Kentucky. I was part of it. And since we moved to Oklahoma, I've been trying to go back to it every other year at least. And I really enjoy going back to it. We had an awesome speaker this year. And so I went back, and it was so wonderful to see friends that I don't get to see very often. So it was wonderful. And then we went on to Lexington, Richmond, Kentucky, thereabouts, and stayed a couple days with my sister and brother-in-law, which I always enjoy being with them, and then got to see my brother and sister-in-law. So we got to visit with all of them. And so that was such a good time. And then we headed home. So once we got home, we've been busy. But we had a wonderful Thanksgiving with our two boys and our daughter-in-law. And since then, we've been very busy preparing for our trip to India, which I will explain at the end of the video. And that'll take place in January, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. But you're here for stitching to see what I've been doing. Now, have no fear. When I'm on the road, and we took our camper with us, and that's what we stayed in the majority of the time, you know, I try to stitch. Now, I had some days that I couldn't, but I tried to stitch. And so while we were gone, I got some stitching done, and, you know, I have to do that. That's what keeps me sane. So let's see what I worked on. Now, some of these pieces I'm showing you, I worked on more than once. I'm not going to tell you how many times I worked on them, but I did work on them more than once. So here we go. If I don't forget one of these, yesterday I was looking, I couldn't find it. It scared me. I said, I've lost a piece. But have no fear, I found it. I just have to get it stuck in the right place when its turn comes up. So the first one that I worked on was Winter Departs. And I'm not going to tell you how many stitches I put in. I got that, but I've messed up somewheres on it, so I'm hoping in February, when I start my new year, January won't be, I don't know how much I'll get, be good with that in January, but in February, hopefully I can get back on target. But anyways, I'll explain that later. This is where I'm at. I've got my house. I'm building my house and my snowman. So I'm making some progress on that. So that's where I'm at on that one. My book, my pattern is a little bit taller than my bag for some reason. I always have trouble putting that one away. Okay, the next one that I worked on, and I don't know if this one I took with me. I can't remember if I did this one the last time before we left, but it was at my auction. Okay, and if you know, I'm up in this area here. And I've got page 1 done, or what I'm calling page 1. So I'm going to do down here. I'm going to finish down to the bottom of it. So that's where I'm at. So I think, I may be wrong, but I think this is the bottom of it. I may be wrong about that, because it's been a little bit since I've worked on it. So I'm going to try to do this and then go this way. But who knows? So that's where I'm at on that one. And while I'm going through these, I'm kind of putting in the back of my mind which ones I want to take to India with me, you know. So I'm kind of like, oh, that would be a nice little one I can take to India with me. The next one, definitely not go to India with me. Definitely not. But I love it. Is my Boeing. And let's see, always have to look to see which way to turn it. Yeah. If I can get a hold of everything. Well, this is where I'm at. Is that right? There. Here we go. So it's coming. I like to see the, and don't tell me where, don't ask me where I'm at and how I'm doing it. I'm just doing. This is an 18 count. And I'm using one thread. And so it's coming. But I have to really concentrate when I work on this one. This is a one I have to concentrate on. And you know, it's not got a lot, but there's a lot of color changes. That's the biggest problem with it. There's just a lot, and the color, when you use one color, it skips around a lot. It skips around. Next one, I'm going to show you my Stitchy Stars. Last time I was working on the winter one. Well, it is finished. That one is finished. And lay that over there. This is what the pattern looks like, and then you change it to what season. And I only have one more to go, which is spring. And if you really want to see massive start, there's my start for the spring. And that would be a simple one for me to take with me. Could work on the airplane, in the airport, whatever. So that's a very good possibility of one that I may take with me, because I can work on that one just about anywheres. So that's my Stitchy Stars. Next one is another one that I could probably take with me, is my Sweet Land of Liberty. And I'd like to work on this one again real soon, but I don't think I'll get it done before we leave. But that's where I'm at on that one. I love how the colors, the shading. But that's another possibility. Put a check mark beside that one. That's a possibility. And this one, I'm almost done with it. And you know how I have, my mind's went blank. Let me flip the page here a minute. My Christmas list. That's my Sunday start. This will be my next Sunday start. It's called All the Trimmings. All I've got left is to finish the trees and this down here. So there's nothing, I mean, you know, nothing to finish. And if I don't, even if I take it with me, it's going to be my Sunday finish. I'm going to finish this up. That's my next one to finish, because that's all I've got left. So I'm going to get this one finished next. I wrote down 3 that are in order for my finishes. And that's number 1, because I can get that finished in a snap. So that'll be on my list. Okay. And then I finished, and I'll show it to you later, my Frosty Tiny Town. It's in my stack of finishes. So now I have started Nativity Tiny Town. And not a great, but this is where I'm at. The first two buildings. I think all I need on the first building yet is to put that window in. And I'll have, yeah, put that window in, and I think I've got a little bit right there, and then I've got a star or two up there that I have to finish. So there we go. I'm getting the town, Nativity Town, Tiny Town, get that started. Get that one started. The next one that I worked on was I worked on this a couple times, I know, because the first time I worked on it, picture isn't real big. My buffalo, he gave me fits. Oh, but he and I had a good long talk, and we've got him in going. He's in good shape now. He is in good shape. I need to do some back stitching, but I've got him, and I was able to come on down, do some work down here, and put my words for California and Oregon and Idaho. I got those letters put in. So I was able to get all that done. So that's where I'm at on that one. Okay. Next. This is another one. I think this will be number 2 on my list for Sunday finishes. Is my winter ABC. It's the last one in the series that I have to do. And I am very close to getting it done. Not much left. So we'll start at the top. And I am down to the letter O. So after I finish that other one, this will be number 2 on my list. I think I have, yep, this is considered number 2. So this will be my next Sunday one till I get it done. I love this one. Well, like I said the last time, I wouldn't stitch something if I didn't love it. It'd be weird for me to get on here and say, I'm doing this one and I hate it. So, that'll be my next Sunday stitch. Okay. Autumn Avenue. I think this was either September or October start. Can't remember which month it was a start in. But there we go. And oh, just a minute. My needle. Let me do something different here. There we go. Because I have a little bit of a dangling thread and I wanted to take it behind. That's where I'm at. So I'm working on the house, it looks like, is where I'm at. Oh, no, I was working down here on the, some of the grass down here is where I was working the last time. So, Autumn Avenue. So that's where I'm at on that one. And they have all the different avenues. And I think I'd like to do all their avenues. They have, I'm not sure they're called avenues, all of them, but they have several of them. And I'd like to do them all. Okay, the next one I love. It was my November start, if you remember. I'm so excited about it. It's my Christmas patches. And I started this one on the road. I started this one on the road. And I love it, love it, love it, love it. I didn't get a lot done, but I still did the border across and a little bit down. And I was determined to start on Santa. So I got to start a little bit on his hat. I was determined to get to his hat. So I did that. So I doubt if I'll get to work on it anymore this month, and I know I won't work on it in January. So I'll have to see what I can get done on it next year. But I am so excited. I wanted to get on his hat, and then I wanted to try to start up here and get up there and start coming down. But I'm so excited about that one. I'm not a big, nothing against the Jolly Old Man, but I'm just not a Santa stitcher. But this one, as soon as I saw it, I just fell in love with it. I fell in love with it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Okay. Oh, this was the one I lost yesterday. I about went into a conniption. I said, oh dear. It was my winter welcome. I could not find it, but he showed up. And I'm getting close, not close, but he may be like the fourth one on my Sunday finishes if I get the other ones, depending where I'm at on it. But there's where I'm at. There's where I am. You know, I think I'm going to put that down here as number 4. Winter welcome. I may change my mind because there's something may come up closer to a finish than this one when I get down there. But I'm going to put him down here as he may be my number 4 for a Sunday finish. Good gravy, I've got a hair I'm shedding. Winter welcome. That may be when I get there. Sunday finish. Okay, let's see, where am I at? Okay. I'll show you my, I finally got my, whoops, I'm moving me. Stay. I finished my September cottage, and I'll show you that in a few minutes, but I have just barely a start on my November cottage, and this is the last one. That's the last one that I have to do, and this one will probably travel with me because it's an easy one to I've got a needle and thread on the front. It's an easy one. I can stitch on the airplane with it or in the airport. And I can take this one with me. So that's all I've got done on that one so far. But I may take that one with me. He's a easy one to pack and take with me. Let's see. Okay. My nativity. I am quite pleased with how well this is coming along. The last time I worked on it, I think I got quite a bit done, if I remember correctly. Here, oh, let me show you the picture. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. I'm still basically up in the first 2 rows, kind of sharing the first 2 rows stitching. So there, I got this angel over here. Let's see, did I get her completely done? No, she still needs some feet. She needs some feet, and I need to put some stars around her. And I need to bring the border down. So, yeah, I was trying to get that first row completely done is what I'm trying to do. I love this one. I love it, but the white. Oh, there is so much white to do in this one. But anyways, so that's where that one is. Okay, Life is a Garden. That's this one. My sister gave me this. This is one piece, and then these are 3 separate little pieces, and they will be done on plastic canvas and put on like a popsicle stick or something and put in front of it. So I'm just doing the big piece right now. And here is where I'm at now. I've worked on the watermelon, I believe is what I really worked on, in the basket there behind the watermelon and the blue parts underneath. Then I worked some more on the hive and did a little bit of outlining. I'm trying not to leave the outlining till last, but there we go. So I'm trying to just get page 1. That's where I'm working at. So that's that one. And then here is one I've got down as number 2. No. Number 3 for a Sunday finish. If it keeps going like I'm, you know, like I said, things are subject to change, is my spring one. And the last time I worked on it, I worked on the letter I. Let me get it here centered a little bit. There we go. I worked on the letter I. I think I'm almost done with the letter I. Let's see. I've got something above it. There's something that goes above it that I have to finish. Not too much left on it. Oh, yes, there is. There's quite a bit. More than what you think. I have to fill in the white right in here. There's quite a bit of fill in. Then something above it. So may or may not get it finished the next time it comes out. We'll see. You know, it doesn't look like much, but there's a lot of stitches that can go into a small area. It's amazing. It really is amazing how much can go into an area. Okay. This one is not on the Sunday list, and it's not on the India list, and it is on my 5-year plan, at least. My dollhouse. Page 1 is done as far as stitching goes. It's not done as far as the outlining goes. Let me put my needle behind because it's got some thread on it. But here is where I'm at. The attic is done, and well, the half of the attic is completely done, page 1, and the bathroom, part of the bathroom is completely done. That was page 1. So I only have 10 more pages to go. So that's where I am on that. So that's on my 5-year plan. I have a Sunday plan, a monthly plan, a 5-year plan. Oh, I have just torn my bag up, I do believe. Come on, there we go. Good job. Let's see. Kitchen sampler. That's this one. Who needs a whip parade? I do a whip parade every time I come on, don't I? And here's where I'm at. I did the country crock. I have a little bit of outlining yet to do on the front of the crocks. I did the pie, which is D for dessert. And the E will be eggs. And then I will probably go ahead while I'm here is right in this area. I will have my name, Faith's Kitchen. That will go right in there. That will probably happen before I get too much further. So that's where I'm at on this one. Probably finish this up and here, and then I'll probably go up in here and finish this. That'll be my next goal. So that's where I am on that one. Okay, last one. And I bet you know what it is. It is my Christmas list. Hopefully this Sunday it will be finished. If you don't know what it is, here it is. You've seen it so many times. But here we go. Well, come on. Doesn't want to cooperate with me. There we go. Fold it in half. Why I've never cut this, I do not know, but it will get cut. I'll start at the top in case you haven't seen it. And there we go. I have to go back and put the hands on my clock. That's one thing I haven't done. And I'm not sure, but I think there's something missing on my angel's dress. I have to go back and check that out. But everything up to that point is done. And then all I've got left is the word mourn, Christmas morn. And there's a heart that goes above the word mourn and a heart that goes above the word for. And then I have to put my manger scene in. So that's all that is left. So I'm hoping that I can get this done this weekend. We'll see. Best laid plans sometimes do not go through. So if not this weekend, we'll try for next weekend. That's how it works. Now, my new one for December, let me see if I can bring these up here without spilling anything. My new one for December is going to be Let's Breeze into Autumn. See, I am not a in-season stitcher. So, and this is, a lot of this is just back stitching. So it should go fairly quickly. So the other day I just sat down and I pulled it out and my thread is still there. Sorry. And I just found the top of it and I just put in a couple stitches to get the center of it started for the word crisp. So I just put a few stitches in so I could get the center and get it started. So, and I may take this one with me, and if I'm doing it in the airport or whatever, I wouldn't have to sit and count and try to figure out, okay, where's my center, where's this, and where's that. So that is done for me. Okay, now here is a couple of my finishes that I didn't show you there. But here is my Frosty Town. It's all done. I won't get it fully finished until I get till February. But there it is. Oh, I got something flying over there. There it is. So he'll be ready to put out next year. So that one is done. And this one, I won't have to go from August to October next year. There's my September. It'll be ready to go up. So that one's done. That'll go to my friend to get ready. Now, while we were on our trip, let me talk about my haul. While we were on our trip, while we were in Delaware, I went to a store in Dover called Floss and Flame. Very neat little store. Is that focused? There you go. Floss and Flame. And while I was there, and I'm going to start this next year, I'm not exactly sure what month I'm sticking it in, but I am going to do this. Go Tell It on the Mountain by Annie, by The Proper Stitcher by Annie. And I'm going to do mine in a banner going down, is how I'm going to do mine. So I'm going to do that. That means I have to do Go Tell It on the Mountain twice. So anyways, that's what I'm going to do with those. So I bought that while I was in Dover. And then, while I was in Virginia, I went to a store. I don't have a little card, but I'll tell you about it. And it was called Patchwork Plus. They didn't have a lot of cross-stitching or anything like that. It was more of a quilt store. But I've been wanting to order this and wanted to do another set of the zippy bags. I wanted to do another set of these. That's the closest I can come to making bags, is like this. Well, they have come. And so I got me a set of them and the zippers to go with them. So I can do that. Make me another set of those, so I'll have me some more bags. Okay, so I'm going to do that. And then last weekend, some friends and I, we went to the Prairie Moon retreat. Oh, where's my card? Here, it's a Prairie Moon well, it's a store, but they have something going on every Saturday. It's in Wayne, Oklahoma. If you've not heard of it, you need to go check it out. Now, you will not just be driving down the highway and see it. You have to intentionally be looking for it. Okay? It's in Wayne, Oklahoma. It's called Prairie Moon. Okay? And we went there, and there's their card. We went there and spent the day stitching, and while we were there, I bought 2 pieces of material so they could help me. And this one here I bought, and they helped me to cut it. It's going to be specifically for me to put this on. Okay, so they helped me cut it so I would know that I'd have the right amount. So that's going to go on there. Then they helped me also get a piece of material for my January start, which will be this. It's called Fall in the Garden. Fall in the Garden. So I got a piece of material while I was there for that. So I'm all set to go. And we had such a wonderful time. We had such a wonderful time there, stitching with lots of people, and it's just like a little one-day mini stitch day, mini weekend, but you do it all in one day. So it was a wonderful time. Now let me see if I've forgotten anything here. Okay, now I will continue to stitch on my pieces, but I won't be back to talk to you till in February. Like I said, my husband and I are going to be leaving in January, the 1st of January, and we're going to be going with some other people. We're going to go to India, and we're going to be working in a school. They want to learn to teach Western style. So we're going to go and teaching. He's going to be teaching in the 6th and 7th grade science area, and I'm going to be doing preschool. And our goal is just to help them learn how to teach. That not that they don't know how to teach, but just give them ideas on how to teach using manipulatives and doing other things Western style, and showing them how to use games, how to just different things. And so I'm just praying that I can be a good example to them and to teach. The children, I love the children. I love it. And so we're going to be over there for about 4 weeks, 4 to 5 weeks. And so we'll get back somewhere around February the 4th. And it'll take me at least a week and a half to recover from the time zone change. So I'm not sure when I'll be back with you, but I'm sure I'll be able to tell you a little bit more about it. I'm not going to share any cards with you today. We'll wait, and I'll get back on that track again. Okay? Let me see. I'm trying to think. Is there anything that I have forgotten? That side of my desk is clear, so that means everything has been moved from that side to this side. So I think I've done it all. Okay. If you're going to stay for my reading today, I would love for you to, and if not, I hope you have a wonderful Christmas and have a great day. But our reading today is called Just That Much. Lord, I never get tired of thanking you for your sacrifice on the cross. It makes no sense, and that's the best part. We didn't deserve it then, we don't deserve it now, and we never will deserve it. You love us just that much despite all of our flaws. The fact you adore me as I am makes me want to be better. With the depth of feeling that guilt and shame could never inspire, I long to please you, to honor you, to deserve your crazy love, because I don't have to change. I want to. I love you just that much. Isn't that wild? He loves us so much that we should long to please him, and we don't deserve his crazy love, but he just loves us no matter what. Oh, I lost my page. He loves us no matter what. Isn't that just amazing to think about? Well, I hope you have a wonderful rest of December and a wonderful Christmas with your family. And I know it's not Thanksgiving, but please remember to be thankful for all the things we have every day. No matter what day it is, be thankful for them. But right now, stay cool and keep stitching. Bye-bye.